Hi! Take number 3. My name is Colwyn. I finally got one! Yay! I finally got a hold of a Transformers Legacy Evolution Autobot Devcon. I traded it from a dude that I met on Facebook trading group, and I traded him my Menasor Dead End, and so I was able to get this from him, and I asked him if he wanted me to plug anything. So I don't know if this is an Instagram or what, but he is at Stone Freak, STONEFREQ, and that is out of the way. Go check him out at his Instagram or his whatever it might be. Maybe it's a TikTok or a Twitter or the Facebooks and the market books and the this book and the... Who is Devcon? He is a one-off character who got one episode to himself where he was some type of detective investigator guy, and that's all I remember. So why did I want this figure? That's a cool vehicle mode. That's for a Cybertronian mode. I like it. His design is just a good design. Like, look at the bro. He looks straight up decent. It's a good looking figure. That's why I want it. I think they heavily based him off of the sweeps. So I will bring a sweep in here from that line, and let me go ahead and Evo Fusion. See, here's my problem. And like, I'll film part of the video, and then I won't go to film the rest of the video until, days later, because I get tired. So here we have Devcon out of the box. And I really don't know why I thought this guy was a Cyclonus retool. I somehow got in my head that Devcon here was a Voyager class. And this isn't Cyclonus. This is Metal Hawk. But yeah, they are not... Devcon is not a Voyager. I don't know where I got that from. Though he is a heavy retool. And we will get into that in a moment. But just looking at him, he's good. Nah, Devcon boy. For a guy that got one episode to himself and we never saw him again, never got a toy. He finally got a toy. Doesn't matter that's a remold. This thing is good. He's got this nice solid, Autobot robot style profile. He's an Autobot with a space mode. That is unique. He's got some kibble and stuff. He's got the fins hanging off, but they look nice. They hang off in a nice way. It's almost like it's arm-mounted blades. His backpack is ugly and chunky, but, it's fine. He's allowed to have a backpack with this kind of guy because he's a spaceship. He's got this... You see, I thought he was related to the sweeps also because the way he's got his head sculpt, it looks very it's almost as if he was a sweep and then he decided he didn't want to be a sweep, so he went off and became an Autobot. Where are you guys? Here we go. We have Soda Can. We've got Film Noir Spider-Man. We've got Scourge. We've got Hubcap. Sid, you're off. There we go. There we go. Yeah, because Sid, your camera is here, not here. How stoned is he? Just bloody stoned enough. Here we have the Siege Car guys. And this is who he is a heavy retool of. How is he a heavy retool? Well, okay, so they used the same thighs. They didn't use the same legs, but they used the same leg and feet design, really. You can see where the inspiration came from. They probably just threw Blur's design in CAD, and this is I want to say this is 84 movie Blur from the Studio Series line. They just threw Blur's design in CAD key and just swapped parts around, because when you open up the backs, let's open up the back here. you can see where all this stuff in here that was molded in to the torso chest is a separate piece here because they wanted to completely redo the chest area and all that. And the arm system is completely different too because the arms on Blur have this whole weird hinge system going on, but on Devcon they're just strapped right in there. So like, this is Devcon here. You know, sometimes people complain about retools and remolds, but Devcon here, he took the remold retool and he ran with it and he made his own independent thing here, and it really, really rocks. Accessories wise, he does have these two weird fuel tanks on the back, so you can plug them onto his gun here. He's got this cool, it looks science fiction-y, but then when you Evo Fusion, remember, this is a new tech. It's Evo Fusion. I had to watch it fly to make sure it didn't break my Lego model. Now it looks like some type of high-powered flamethrower. Mac needs the flamethrower. Mac needs the what? Excuse me. Oh. You do need to remove his hands for transformation. Remove his gun for transformation. No, we will not be removing his hand. However, I will mention something before we get into transformation. We all know the power of the primes and the Combiner Wars, hand-foot guns and hand armor thing. Yeah, they all got the peg in the back, so I'm going to put that there for a moment. Part of his transformation is this is part of what actually made me think he was related to Cyclonus, because he does this thing where you open up his hand, flip it around, and his arm does become like a thruster. But you can take a hand-foot gun, peg it in here, and hey, he's part of the Fisty Club. He's gonna smack you! Ugh. I am a pimp named Slickback! Can't we just call you Slickback? No! It's like a Tribe Called Quest! Just say the whole thing! And before I get into any further transformations, yes, we will mention he's got 5mm peg ports, 2 on his backpack, 1 on his shoulder, 1 on his forearm, 1 at the front of his hand, 1 on the back of each leg, and on the bottom of his foot. So if you were so inclined to get a weaponizer guy on him, he would work really well with a weaponizer guy. So flipping both arms in, but the arms out to the side, just T-pose to assert dominance. Gonna straighten out his waist. Now, what's funny is on the Blur one, this hinge right here becomes part of the transformation, but this is just a wasted hinge point now, which is fine. He's a remold. He's allowed to do that. Bring the feet out like that. Then open up the front of the leg, and then we're going to fold the legs up and over. Yeah, just like that. Come on, you little stinker. Get his backpack out of the way. Then we're going to close the legs up. And the feet, who have little tabs on their heels, are going to go into his back like this. Then we can bring the arms down. And there's slots on the inside forearm. And those are going to... They don't really tab in, but they definitely do sit there very snugly. So don't try and can you see? You can probably see that right there, right? Look at that. See, he doesn't use the entire tab, but just, it gets in there and it stays. Head can leave right where he is, and we're just going to close his backpack up and over. Up and over? Why are you fighting me? Does that not peg into place? Okay, so there's these tabs and there's these slots here. They're not really wanting to go in, but then when you close down this tab here, and it just closes everything in. And yeah, you can like almost visible head syndrome, big old open gap ugliness. Focus, Sid, focus! Have you been taking your ADHD pills, Sid? Have you been taking your ADHD pills, Sid? Does this count as Evo fusing? So I've got Devcon in his vehicle mode, and I rather like the vehicle mode. It's sleek, it's alien, it looks like not super fast, but it looks agile because the placement of the engines and all that. It looks reasonably armed enough with the two big old guns up front and then the two smaller ones. It's very swooshable, very, very durable. Like this guy, he's solid. Let me, first, I want to bring in, I know this is Metal Hawk, not Cyclonus, but yeah, there is no way, I don't know why I thought Devcon was a Voyager. Here we have movie Blur, and he's, wow. Okay, yeah, no, they're actually the same length. Just about, yeah. Blur might be a teeny bit longer even. And you can see the inspiration from it. You know, they have the front nose hanging over it just like Blur's nose does. We've got the legs are similar. You can see the borrowed parts. Here is Film Noir Spider-Man and Soda Can. Gotta bring in Scourge and Hubcap, and I like the way this deluxe scales, being a spaceship, being an alien spaceship at that. There's no cockpit or anything on this guy even, you know? Here is the Siege car guys. There is, unfortunately, if you want to bring in one of the fist things, there's really no easy way to store it anywhere. Even if you try and swap it out for the gun, it don't work. It don't work. This being able to use the hand fist gun things is really a robot mode only thing, which is fine. It's fine. I like, just simply by the way they placed it, he's got rotational abilities on his main weapon. That is absolutely killer right there, man. I like this. He's got this cool molded detail in on the back. Looks like greebling, something out of Star Wars. You know what I mean? Oh, I like when they do that stuff. Yeah, I don't know why. So what's funny about Devcon is that I didn't see this guy anywhere. He came out back when I was still in California, I'm pretty sure, and I didn't see him anywhere. I haven't seen him at any of the Walmarts out here. I haven't seen him at GameStop. I don't know why, but apparently the guy I traded Dead End for this guy, the red Dead End car. And they're both deluxes, so it's a straight trade. It was fine. But where the guy that I got this from, they're shelf warming at his place at $15 each. I don't know why. It's a fine toy. I think part of the problem is that who the hell is Devcon? Nobody knows Devcon. He was in one episode, guys. Go buy a Devcon. If any of my friends from the Transformers group are watching, and you know of this guy, go hit him up. Hey, I'll give you $20. Ship me a Devcon, something. Devcon's going to end up at Ross and Ollie's, and if I see him at Ross and Ollie's, I'll pick up more of them. I really will, because then I'll just repaint them or have... just occurred to me, what if Devcon was a sweep that decided he didn't want to be a sweep? So he just left got some modifications, and you know what? I'm going to go be a private investigator. Awesome! I'm Colwyn. I've been talking about Transformers Legacy, Devcon, and it's a great figure. Go track one down. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.